Prynhawn da, a chroeso i'ch seremoni graddio. Mae'n braf iawn eich gweld I gyd yma heddiw, gyda'ch teulu a'ch cyfeillion sydd wedi bod yn gefn I chi ar hyd y ffordd. Good afternoon and welcome to your graduation ceremony. It's delightful to see you all here today with your family and friends who have supported you along the way. It's always a joy to attend graduation, as it gives us an opportunity to reflect on the wonderful achievements that we are celebrating today. And also perhaps to pause to think about what lies ahead. So what does come next? Well, in one form or another, what comes next is the rest of your life. Whilst you've been with us, I hope we've worked in partnership to ensure that you've not only learnt a great deal about your particular discipline, but you've also at the same time acquired a whole host of other skills and experienced a wide range of opportunities, so that you leave us as a more rounded, articulate person, and importantly, with the ability to forge your own path. The kind of skills that we hope you've acquired involve such things as the ability to analyze, critical thinking, organizational skills, those are the ones about getting your assignments in on time, the team-working skills involved in project work and in sport, the social and caring skills that are acquired through, for example, working with my friends in the student volunteering Cardiff. These skills will be important in the years ahead, but the real test is firstly to know what skills you possess, and secondly to know when and how to deploy them. This complex array of skills is just one way to describe the additional benefits that comes with a university education. I was brought up, like so many of us in South Wales at that time, to value education for its own sake. My father was a secondary school teacher whose own training was interrupted by the Second World War, but who encouraged me, my brother and sister, to go to university, but without too much worry about the subject that we were going to study. I realize now, of course, that he was encouraging us to make the most of the experience of going to university and the opportunities it offers for what we might call today personal development. Though looking back, perhaps in my case, slightly more work and slightly less sport would have been helpful. Students, as you leave this hall today, you join the congregation of the university and become part of a vibrant and inspiring alumni. I look at you and see our future. Be proud of being a Cardiff graduate. Go and share your knowledge. Encourage others to take up the challenge of discovering and then sharing knowledge. Don't be afraid to fail. We all fail at some time or another. Pick yourself up, decide what you need to learn from that experience, and with your head held high, step back into the light. Today is all about celebrating your success. Embrace it, enjoy it, but also appreciate it. Never stop learning. As you leave today, on behalf of Cardiff University, I wish you health, happiness, and success. Go out and make the world a better place. I now have the pleasure of introducing Gethin Davies, who's just finished his first year studying law and Welsh. Gethin will read a poem by Wales's inaugural national poet, Gwyneth Lewis. Many of you will have encountered Gwyneth's work before in the form of the 6-foot-high words, thought to be the biggest poem in the world, on the front of the Wales Millennium Centre. Gwyneth has been writer-in-residence at the University's School of Physics and Astronomy and is now an honorary fellow. The poem Education was specially commissioned by Cardiff University. Diolch yn fawr a mwynhewch y ceremony. Thank you very much and enjoy the ceremony.
Education by Gwyneth Lewis. Beiddia feiddio gwellhad o wneud, myna geisio, parcha ddweud. Traws newidiad fydd dy glod, dy ddyfodol, mentro bod. Learning's a passport that returns you home a better person. It permits you to dare being daring, makes you secure with not knowing everything, helps you welcome some failure, forges an alloy with others' thinking. It is simple delight in mind and its motions, scintillates but isn't deceptive, admits the joy of institutes, is the open road to everywhere but bigotry. It's the shortest distance between you and me, and, if you're lucky, it never ends.
Brynhonda, good afternoon. Welcome to Cardiff, to St David's Hall and our 2014 graduation ceremony. I'm Professor Sir Martin Evans, and I'm privileged to be Chancellor of Cardiff University. May I offer you all my warm congratulations. Congratulations to all of you who are graduating today. As you sit there waiting to come up on stage, you might be feeling a mixture of emotions. I'm sure many of you feel excited, many of you feel relieved, but most of all, I hope you have a great sense of achievement. All of you deserve congratulations several times over. Firstly, congratulations on winning a place in the institution. Cardiff is one of the most sought-after universities in the UK and across the world. Admission standards are high, and selection, as you probably remember, is extremely competitive. For every one of you sitting there, 6 or 7 applicants were fighting keenly to be in your place today. Congratulations to all of you who are graduating today. We all know what an achievement that is, and how many individual efforts and struggles and successes it has entailed. Congratulations on your years of study here. Research-led teaching is one of the distinctive features of Cardiff University. Your lecturers are some of the most original and pioneering thinkers in their fields. Many of you will have participated in research projects, learnt to ask new questions, and to challenge conventional wisdom. Whether you stay in academic research or pursue another career, I hope that the free, inquiring Cardiff state of mind will stay with you. And most importantly in these congratulations and welcome to the many family, friends and supporters who join us today, many of whom will have travelled great distances to be here. We all owe a great deal to the support of family and friends, both moral support and guidance and encouragement, but in many cases also considerable financial support. I urge all of you who are graduating today to send your heartfelt thanks to everyone who has helped you. Do enjoy today, but don't think it's all over. This is the beginning of your future. You're entering upon a journey of lifelong learning. In the modern world of mass communication, massive open online courses, TED, Blackboard, YouTube, and virtual lectures, we start to face a fundamental question. With information everywhere, what is the role of university education? What is the role of the university? In many ways, you need it more than ever before. Your tutors will hope that much more than the knowledge they've imparted to you is understanding. An understanding of methods of learning, of analysis, of intellectual thinking, which should serve you well throughout your days. So go out into the community, into your community, to educate, to encourage thought and not prejudice, and be prepared to help and defend education. All of you here today are a testament to the value of Cardiff University education, to the benefits of learning in an international environment and in our research-led teaching. The internet, which I've just mentioned, helps share information, but the volume of misinformation reinforces more than ever before the need for evidence-based knowledge. I feel that by far the best prospect for responsible application and regulation must lie in a better informed public. And it's you, the modern graduates, who must provide that information and interpretation. We must use this knowledge and how we apply it for the good of mankind around the world. It's this idea of application that arguably defines the Cardiff graduate. Some 94% of university graduates enter employment into professional training or study shortly after completing their studies and graduating. So application underscores the university's achievements too. Our students remain the most satisfied with their educational experience in Wales. That's according to the National Student Survey. And record numbers of students are being offered the chance to apply their learning through Cardiff University Research Opportunities Programme, which allows students to sample live research and enhance their academic skills. These achievements are reflected in the successes of the School of History, Archaeology and Religion and the School of Planning and Geography, we are represented here today. In the School of History, Archaeology and Religion, achievements include a 5-year pan-European project called The Times of Their Lives. Co-led by Professor Alistair Whittle, it aims to establish precise narratives of change for the European Neolithic through chronological modelling. And the Care Heritage Project rounded off a great year by winning the UK Award for Public Engagement at the NCCPE Awards in London last month. And this year's dig is underway as we speak. And the School of Planning and Geography has had another very successful year, rising to 4th in Geography and 9th in Planning in the Guardian University Guide. The school has witnessed a doubling of applications to undergraduate programs, and this year sees its first graduates in the popular new Eco-Cities Master's Programme. Congratulations to you too on what you have brought to Cardiff and to Wales. Many of you will have taken part in Student Volunteering Cardiff, one of the largest schemes in the country. You've given more than 50,000 hours of your time in the past year, helping more than 900 people each week, from the youth club established for young people with Down syndrome to day trips organised for young carers. As examples, you're one of the reasons why Cardiff University is so valued in its own home community. And sport, of course, plays an important part in university life. And enormous contribution again this year. You retained the Varsity Shield for Cardiff, and there will be representatives from Cardiff University competing on the international stage at the upcoming Commonwealth Games. So carry the determination and commitment you have demonstrated during your time here as you embark on your future careers. You'll be among the professionals who will lead this and other nations. It's not an easy job. It will not be an easy job. There's a lot to be done, and I hope you all leave here with a solid determination to contribute to the culture, welfare, and prosperity of your family, your communities, and mankind. I urge you to be the gatekeepers of good sense and the educators for tomorrow. Thank you.
I will now read the proclamation, first in Welsh, then in English. Nerth gwlad ei gwybodaeth. Boed hysbys I holl aelodau'r Brifysgol, ac ar hyd a lled y byd, fod cynulliad o Brifysgol Caerdydd yn cael ei gynnal heddiw ym Mhrifddinas Cymru. O dan awdurdod Siarter Frenhinol y Brifysgol, mae'r cynulliad hwn yn cyfarfod I dderbyn y myfyrwyr sydd yn rhinwedd eu hastudiaethau a'i hysgol heictod wedi'u harholi'n briodol yn unol â statudau'r Brifysgol ac wedi'u cael yn deilwng o'i graddau. Wrth ddathlu llwyddiant y rhai sy'n graddio yn y cynulliad hwn, fe'i hatgoffwn o'i cyfrifoldeb I gyfrannu o werthoedd y Brifysgol hon. Nod iddynt hwy yw ceisio, drwy ei cyflawniadau, wasanaethu lles pawb, ymdrechu I sicrhau'r rhagoriaeth ym mhob peth, ac yn boeni am ddyfodol ein byd. Gwrandewch yn awchus ar ddoethineb, gan ei fod yn cynnig gobaith a gwirionedd ym mhob cenhedlaeth. Nerth gwlad ei gwybodaeth. A nation's strength is in its learning. Let it be known to all members of the university and throughout the world that today in the capital city of Wales, a congregation of Cardiff University is taking place. Under the authority of the university's Royal Charter, this congregation meets to receive those students who, by virtue of their studies and scholarship, have been appropriately examined according to the statutes of the university and found worthy of their degrees. We celebrate the success of those who graduate in this congregation and in doing so, remind them of their responsibility to share in the values of this university. It is for them to seek, through their achievements, to serve the common good, to strive for excellence on all things, and care for the future of our world. Be attentive to wisdom, for it offers hope and truth in every generation.
Pnawn da, croeso I bawb. Good afternoon and welcome, everybody. And if it's your first time in Cardiff as a guest here, please do take the time, if you can, to see as much of this wonderful city as is possible in your time here. All the students here will tell you what a great place it is. And I hope you also get a chance to have a look at the university, the bit of it perhaps where your particular graduate went. Now, what we're going to do now is to move to the presentation of graduates, the main part of the ceremony, the reason that we're here. This is the part where the students' names are read out. They're read out by a representative of their school or college. My colleague sitting on the left here, Professor Chris Williams, Professor Paul Milbourne, and Professor George Boyne. When the students are walking across the stage, you're very welcome to applaud, make as much noise as you like. You can whoop, you can do what you like to celebrate this great occasion. But please stop when they've shaken hands with me, so the next person gets a chance. That's all we ask, but otherwise, please enjoy that moment. Once all the students for the award have crossed the stage, they'll be coming in batches. Once they've crossed the stage and they sat down again, I will ask them to stand up, and I will speak a sentence to them in Welsh. Now, those of you who don't speak Welsh won't understand what I'm saying. In fact, those of you who do speak Welsh probably won't understand what I'm saying either. So let me just explain to you what it is. Translated into English, I'll be saying, through the authority conferred upon me by the university, I receive you to the award of, and I will name the award, and all the honours pertaining thereto. So that's the procedure, and we will now move to the presentation of graduates.
I, Professor Chris Williams, introduce those who have received the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Rwy fi, yr athro Chris Williams, yn cyflwyno rhai sydd wedi derbyn gradd baglo yn y celfyddydau. Lewis Bacon. John Jackson. Lara Backleg. James Edward Bradshaw. James Edward Matthew Bremner. Adam Seaton Broadbent. Matthew Burgess. Florence Ruby Burnaby Davis. Alex Burrell. Oliver Peter Coates. Ruby Constable. Sian Conway. Annabelle Elizabeth Maud Craddock. Bethan Crawshaw. Samuel Ellis. Matthew Richard Evans. Alexander Ewart. Lydia Grace Hall. Joseph James Bailey Harris. Emma Hughes. Benjamin Jennings. James Lovell. Olivia Rose McConnell Wood. Robert McNair Wilson. Riordan Malloy. Sean Elliott Morgan. Louise O'Shea. Daniel Parry. Jasmine Patel. Alistair Patterson. James Michael Plant. Simon James Patrick Prince. Edward Russ. Rebecca Sampson. Alexander Charles Spencer. James Tilley. Martin Truman. Lucy Alexandra Turner. Neve Alexandra Linsell. Louise Tingle. Alexandra Lauren Victoria Chappell. Dominic Chorney. Jacob Nazir Chowdhury Ball. Callum Davis. Rachel Catherine Dunning. Jessica Daisy Evans. Christian Robert Evans. Alex Stephen Marshall Fallows. Keris Ann Fussell. Catherine Louise Hammett. Katie Emma Harris. Charlotte Jane Haywood. Laura Hogg. Rosemary Ann Hughes. Sophie May Johnson. Michael Legg. Pauline Lucy Litley. James Andrew Lorimer. Asmita Majumdar. Samuel William McAdams. Gregory William Miles. Jonathan Oberst. Natalie Pascoe. Jenna Paul. Thomas Alexander Potter. Catherine Marisha Powys Morris. Sean Russell. Sebastian Schuckhout. Elizabeth Williams. Alice Louise Victoria Marsh. Catherine Rebecca Mizrahi. Katie Morrison. Paul Taylor. Louise Wall. Guy Barker. Morgan John Jones. Bethan Morris. Christopher Stephen Bolton. James Kennedy. Sarah Rachel Taylor. Francesca Rhiannon Athe. Hannah Barr. Craig James John Bessel. Eleanor Box. Hewell Edward Bradley. Elliot Charles Brooks Parry. Harold Burnham. Sarah Caputo. James Peter Catt. Daniel Cunningham. Isabel Dark. Lauren Louise Davis. Liberty Grace Davis. Paul Michael Davis. Kelsey Dronfield. Katrina Dunlop. William Empson. Chloe Evans. Emily Ann Evans. Melissa Lottie Evans. Jack Fitzgerald. Edward James Forward. Eloise Olivia Ghazi Torbati. Lewis James Gwynn. Matthew Harding. Sarah Elizabeth Hemming. Lauren Hannah Jeffrey. Laura John. Abby Marie Johns. Gareth William Griffith Jones. Movie Jones. Samantha Kidd. Robin William Charles Kirkham Parry. Lee Kniech. Eleanor Mary Lake. Sarah Lee. Alexia Lindstrom. Bethan Carris Lloyd. Jack Edward Lowndes. Mackenzie Mackey. James Maskell. David Matthews. Daisy Coral McDowell. Jack Edward Meredith. Thomas Merrow Smith. Thomas Moore. Sophia Moss. Alex Owen. Christopher Parry. Stephanie Jane Patterson. Joseph Pescott. Thomas Jack Phillips. Ornella Ridge. Leah Renane. William Sage. Rosie Samuel. James Nankervell Sawyer. Vanessa Sears. Stefan Glyn Syme. Alexander Byron Smith. Layla Snell. Eleanor Jane Stevens. Rebecca Swain. Hannah Swindells. Megan Terry. Matthew Lawrence Thomas. Natasha Page Thomas. Max Tomlin. Brinley Walbrook. Rebecca Ward. Barnaby Willis. Gareth Peter Womack. Annis Wood. Sam Wood. Samuel Wood. Jessica Woodhead. Fabienne Young. Ruth Swift. Naomi Fay. Emily Ruth Elms. Nia Ann Davis. Bethan Bidgood. Nia Jade Roberts. Beulah Davina Ado. Keelan Amy Armstrong. Tessa Robin Astbury. Frankie Baker. Jonathan Basting. Chloe Elizabeth Devereaux. Bethan Boyle. Henrietta Cohen. Hermione Jane Crawford. Charlotte Lucina Curtis. Harrison John Edwards. Emily Fisk. Chloe Francis Germain. Greg Gostage. Samuel James Griffith Hackett. Alexander Mark Bass Hindley. Fiona Rose Martin. Olivia Mervyn Smith. Phoebe Morgan. Jack Emmanuel Lewis Mole. Daniel Oates. David Owen. Charlotte Kathleen Marie Percival. Lauren Julia Powell. Chloe Redman. Elizabeth Rolt. Laura Jane Shellard. Rebecca Summers. Amy Lauren Trevethan. Danielle Walters. Brianne Stephanie Lloyd Wally. Derry Thomas White. Benedict Jonathan Turner. Alexandra Werra. Helen Elizabeth Court. Alice Elizabeth Bryant. Chelsea Alison Dyer. Camilla Irvin. Emily Rose Fye. Kate Fiona Tinson. Heidi Rebecca Grice. Catherine Rayner. Jennifer Knight Cockram. Max Freeman Inglis. Lucy Jane Grant. Sophie Jade Gwyther. Eleri Frances Tudor Roberts. Charlotte Elizabeth Wilton. Amanda Leanne Ellis. Alexander James White.
Will the students who've just crossed the stage please stand up? Toreawdurdod y Brifysgol a ymryddiadwyd i mi derbynnu ef chwi i'r adbeglor yn y celfyddydau ac eich holl freiniau ar ad hon. Congratulations. Diolch yn fawr. Thank you very much.
I, Professor Chris Williams, introduce those who have received the degree of Bachelor of Science. Rwy fi, yr athro Chris Williams, yn cyflwyno rhai sydd wedi derbyn gradd baglo mewn gwyddoniaeth. Cyrus Farte. Sarah Victoria Brown. Susan Sandford. Joanna Karina Thunberg.
Will the students who've crossed the stage please stand up? You'll have to get used to this. Hang on. I haven't said my bit yet. They have to be admitted to their degree first, okay? Trwy awdurdod y brifysgol am riedoedd I mi, derbyniaf hwy I radbagwr mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I hoff freiniau ar radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Chris Williams, introduce those who have received the degree of Bachelor of Theology. Rwy fi, yr athro Chris Williams, yn cyflwyno rhai sydd wedi derbyn gradd baglo diwynyddol. Rhyn Gwynedd ap Robert. Carol Ann Davis. Jonathan Peter Charles Dickerson. Helene Louise Grant. Susan Avarina Pratton. Rebecca Claire Stevens.
Will the students who've just crossed the stage please stand up? Trwy awdurdod y brifysgol am riedoedd I mi, derbyniaf hwy I radbagwr diwynyddol ac I holl freiniau ar radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Chris Williams, introduce those who have received the Certificate of Higher Education. Rwy fi, yr athro Chris Williams, yn cyflwyno rhai sydd wedi derbyn y dystysgrif addysg uwch. Susan Margaret Atwell. Matthew Dixon. Melinda Ann Gould. Christine Judd. Robert Hilary Wade. Bridget Mary Selina Wigley.
Will the students who've just crossed the stage please stand up? Trwy awdurdod y brifysgol am riedoedd I mi, derbyniaf hwy I dystysgrif addysg uwch ac I holl freiniau ar radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Paul Milbourne, introduce those who have received the degree of Bachelor of Science. Gemma Bassett. Chad Collins. Emma Mary Elizabeth Fitzpatrick. Alexander John Frederick Follis. Grant Hawkins. Daniel James Hyde. Howell Lloyd James. Zoe James. Stephen Jenkins. Chloe Jones. Leanne Jones. Luke Adam Jones. Luke Arlin Jones. Sung Lee. Wendy Sarah Maiden. Emily Metcalf. Daniel Mohammed. James Peter Moisey. Richard William Norman. Edward Hal Parsons. Benjamin Thomas George Pope. Simon Pritchard. Charlotte Louise Pugh. Sean Mervyn Roberts. Emma Louise Thorpe. Joseph Underwood. Jordan Henry Van Loan. James Ward. Gareth James Watts. Thomas Wesley. Matthew Owen Wild. Rodri Williams. Yik Chung Renso Yao. Jody Young. Robert Appleby. Henry Alexander Barnes. Daniel Sean Brownlee. Anna Hope Camlin. Lydia R. Coop. Eleanor Frances Cullen. Louis Charles Davis. Daisy Grace Dewhurst. Marcus Charles Evans. Amy Leanne Flute. Mariana Griffiths. Peter Ashley Harrison. Nicholas Hurd. Matthew William Hollins. Rupert Knight. Jessica Lee. Jamie Jack Marshall. Sophie McGough. Annabelle Pearson. Laurie Perdikis. Madeline Alice Phillips. Sarah Roberts. Bethan Lucy Roscoe. Rupert Shipperley. Benjamin Mark Simmons. James Smith. William Thomas Philip Stratton. Mark Tagliaferri. Cara Jane Treasure. Emma Withers.
Will the students who've just crossed the stage please stand? Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol a yn riedoedd I mi, derbyniaf chwi I raddbagor mewn gwyddoniaeth ac ei hoff freiniau ar radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor George Boyne, introduce those who have received the graduate diploma. Emma Elizabeth Moore.
Will you please stand? If there's only one or two, just go and stand, okay? Trwy awdurdod o Brifysgol a'n riedoedd I mi, derbyniaf chwi I ddiploma graddedig ac ei holl freiniau ar radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor George Boyne, introduce those who have received the postgraduate certificate. Francesca Severia Sartorio.
Trwy awdurdod o Brifysgol a'n riedoedd I mi, derbyniaf chwi I dysysgrifol rhededig ac ei hoff freiniau ar radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor George Boyne, introduce those who have received the postgraduate diploma. Rebecca Coles.
Trwy awdurdod o Brifysgol a'n riedoedd I mi, derbyniaf chwi I ddiploma ôl rhededig ac ei holl freiniau ar radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor George Boyne, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Arts. Thomas Lee Davis. Nicholas Dawson. Angharad Ruth Evans. Rachel Evans. Megan Leppard. Alexander McCaskill. Jennifer Mary Bell. Katie Beth Smith. Henning Kuhlman. Andrew Christopher Willett. Rachel Angharad Hawes, James Alexander Harding, Charles Edward Norton, Gemma Louise Hamblin, Matthew Vince, Rebecca May Barton, Akolade Hassan Akiyode, Lucas Jonathan Stephen Gilliard, Stephen Leslie Lloyd, Yue Mao, Rumpini Perakaki, Sishin Tang, Kun Jiang, Sam Blacksland, Fionn Morgan,
Would the students who've just crossed the stage please stand? Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol a ymddeiriad I mi, derbyniaf chwi i'r addathro yn y celfyddydau ac I hoff reiniau ar radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor George Boyne, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Science. Marisa Inez Calvins, Rosalind Cara Jane Stennett, James Stewart Gibson, Catherine Louise Howells, Susan Claire Jones, Jennifer Marie Lewington, Hugh David Patrick Russell, Robin Laura Squire, Rebecca Claire Stone, Yi Ying Chen, Alan Corcoran, Ayo Denton, Reagan Michelle Doyle, Shujo Hao, Chung Kit Kwok, Xiao Liang, Daniel James Lloyd, Nameka Theophilus Osanakpo, Tian Yuan, Matthew Farley, Helen Noreen Jones, Craig Alexander Roberts, Angharad Williams, Christina Antonia Mazzola, Konstantinos Safaridis, Andrew Martin Charles Wheel. Fion Angharad Batcup. Harry Matthew Fitzpatrick Grimes. Zainab Haji Ismail. Natasha Jane Kingsley York. Robert Gareth Moore. Daniel Searles. Yathang Chiang. Sarah Friedland. Stuart Minton. Joshua Christopher Noon.
Would the students who've just crossed the stage please stand? Rhai o dyrd ar y brifysgol yn riedoedd I mi, derbyniaf chwi i'r athro mewn gwyddoniaeth ag ei hoff reiniau ar yr hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor George Boyne, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Theology. David Paul Anderson. David John Barrett. Frances Elizabeth Canham. Peter William Stephen King. Stephen Macaulay. Gary Darrell Miller. John Leonard Vincent. Delith Angharad Liddell. Rachel Victoria Simpson.
Would the students who just crossed the stage please stand up? Ffrewdwr ar y brifysgol am riedoedd I mi, derbynu a chwi i'r athro mewn diwionaeth ag ei hoff reiniau ar yr hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor George Boyne, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Philosophy. Glyn Picton Bryan.
Rhoiawdwr ar y brifysgol a yn ddriedoedd I mi, derbynu a chwi i'r athro mewn athoniaeth ag ei hoff reiniau ar yr hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor George Boyne, introduce those who have received the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Julia Bettina Jennifer Best. Claire Bloomfield. Elaine Davey. Alice Forward. Jennifer Rose Jones. Peter Miles Lucas Phillips. Hannah Pitt. Ruth Helen Whiting. Michael Jakub Zitka. I, Professor George Boyne, introduce those who have received the degree of Doctor of Letters. Peter Coss was appointed to the established chair of medieval history in the School of History and Archaeology, University of Wales College of Cardiff in 1995. During his career at Cardiff, he has been head of the Department of History and Welsh History from 1996 to 1999, and head of school from 2006 to 2011. During his tenure, he oversaw the merger of the School of History and Archaeology with the School of Religious and Theological Studies to become the School of History, Archaeology and Religion. Within the school, he encouraged and developed the study of medieval history. As director of the Centre for the Study of Medieval Society and Culture, and he organised events such as the 1999 Conference on Secular Society and Social Display in Medieval England. His courses on 14th century England and on the rise of the English gentry were always popular with undergraduates, and he also played a key role in the teaching of the MA in Medieval British Studies, as well as supervising PhD students. Peter is an internationally acknowledged expert on the society of medieval England, especially the gentry. He has published 5 monographs and 3 edited texts, as well as contributing to journals including Past and Present, of whose editorial board he is a long-standing member. His current research is a study in comparative history across the 12th, 13th and 14th centuries on the English gentry and the Tuscan nobility, which has received funding from the Leverhulme Study Abroad Fellowship. In recent years, he has served as a member of Cardiff University's Research Excellence Framework 2014 group, which was responsible for preparing and implementing the university's Research Excellence Framework strategy. Professor Peter Coss.
Dryawdurdod o Brifysgol a'n riedoedd I mi, derbyniaf chwi i'r addoethar mewn fflen ag I hoff reiniau ar radd hon. Congratulations.
May your care ever be for the good name of our university and the well-being of our world. Greetings.
You are now members of the distinguished alumni of this university. May your association with the university be cherished and be constant throughout your life. And may your care ever be for the fellowship of your university and the welfare of all people. I'm sure that all you very proud graduates would like to join in a long-standing tradition at Cardiff University at these ceremonies. That is, to pay a special tribute to your families and friends who have supported you in so many ways over so many years, as well as to thank the academic staff and all those who have helped you reach this important point in your life today. Can I therefore invite you to turn around to greet your family and friends and to say a special and public thank you by giving them all an enthusiastic round of warm applause. Thank you, and please be seated.
As Chancellor, I now have the duty to draw these proceedings to a close. And this occasion, of course, is naturally one of the most pleasurable in the university calendar. It's a joy to be on this stage and to see the pride and relief of all the new graduates as they cross in front of us. And I trust that the pride and joy that you feel today will stay with you always. It's an absolute parade of talent, isn't it? Wouldn't it be lovely if we could speak to everybody and have wonderful conversations? These people have such a wonderful resource. Now, I'm going to ask you, these people that I call you, to go out and use that resource. I hope in the years to come, you'll look back at your time at Cardiff University and realize that the happiness you've experienced and the friendships you've made and the depth of knowledge and experience will serve you well in your journey through life. Today, you're joining the worldwide family of Cardiff alumni. It's a family that helps you stay in touch with each other and with us, of course. Cardiff students are valued around the world for their skills, knowledge, and attitude. I hope you'll remember and share your experience, and you'll come back to see us often, and that you'll continue to support us so new generations can benefit, as you have done, from the outstanding teaching and learning here at Cardiff University. So, on behalf of Cardiff University, your academic staff, the officers, your fellow students, and that great body of alumni throughout the world, may we wish you all every success in the future. Good luck, safe journey home.
Could you please stand for the academic procession?